Drama fans are back, ready to review episode 12 with you guys. Before we start, I wanted to give out a big shout out to Drama Pakistani for featuring us on their website, and also Bisma Adnan from Facebook for featuring us on the Humsafar fan page. Thanks a lot, you guys. It really means a lot for promoting us this past week. Also, it's only me and Eamon this week. Our friend Palak is busy with exams, so all the best to her. We had a request that we should try to do the discussion in Urdu if possible, so we're going to give it a try this week and see how it goes. I can't promise it'll be 100% Urdu, but we'll try. So here goes nothing. मेरे प्यारे बहनों और भाइयों, मैं और मेरी हमशीरा एमन हम दोनों आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर हैं और हम इस हफ्ते हमसफ़र की 12वीं एपिसोड का आपके लिए तबसरा करेंगे. तो एमन, तुम्हें आज की एपिसोड कैसी लगी?
हमशीरा क्या होता है?
सिस्टर. Sister. Oh. Behen.
Yeah, I thought it was a really nice episode, and सारे emotions वगैरह like खिरत और आशा के, they were just mind blowing.
Really? मुझे आशा के ज़्यादा अच्छे लगे.
Oh my god, that part where he was screaming in the car.
है ना? But both he screamed like like what is that?
जो भी है वो frustrated था, समझा करो ना.
कुछ और चीज़ था कि नहीं or something.
Okay, let's start from the beginning.
Okay, anyway, so the episode starts off with Asher at the beach, just thinking about what happened to him. Had like flashbacks of what Khurat used to say to him. There's this one part जब वो उसको याद आ रहा होता है कि that one time that Khurat lied to him, and then how she really apologized to him कि कि I don't lie and lying is not a good thing. And in those points मुझे लगा था कि Asher को समझ आ रहा है कि she's not a bad person. But as soon as he thinks about Khizr, uska phir se like you can see the anger in his eyes.
Yeah, I really, watching those flashbacks, I just realized how much I miss the good times of Humsafar. It was really nice to see all that.
I think they put all the best scenes together in the flashback.
Yeah, they did.
एक point, just like random aside. कराची में जो भी लोग रहते हैं क्या बीच जाते हैं सोचने के लिए?
I know, right? हर ड्रामे में यही दिखाते हैं.
है ना?
और हमेशा रात हो रही होती है and the moon glow is always there.
So anybody who's listening out there who lives in Karachi, let us know if you really go out and go to a beach at night and just think about things, because that's what they show in all the drama, so there must be some truth to it, right?
Well, when we lived in Karachi, that never happened, Nadia.
Anyways, okay, उसके बाद था हम दिखाते हैं कि Khurad is outside house still.
Yeah, I really didn't think she's gonna have another encounter with the mother-in-law.
Yeah, I didn't think so either, but I'm actually glad that they prolonged the scene. Because उससे लगा था कि Khurad कितनी helpless, like, she doesn't even know where to go, she's just sitting out there still.
Yeah, and the fact that, Khurad still tried to stand up for herself.
Yeah, and she's like, no, मैं नहीं जा रही, मैं अच्छे से बात करके जाऊंगी. I was surprised because उसने सब कुछ बोला.
Yeah, लेकिन बेचारी, she always, डर जाती है in a way from her mother-in-law, and then she leaves.
Because वो दिखाई ऐसी है ना कि she's a timid kind of person.
And I'm just glad कि उसने letter लिख दिया. I just hope, मुझे पूरे scene में ये लग रहा था कि उसकी mother-in-law देख लेंगी अभी.
अभी ये जमाल का बच्चा उसको खत कब देगा?
हाँ, but I'm glad she didn't see, and the letter, I hope Asher gets to read it.
मुझे तो लगता है खाली 20 किस्तों बाद उसको खत मिलेगा.
हाँ, हो सकता है, anything's possible.
And then you know how when her mother-in-law comes back outside, so she's like, oh, तुम अभी तक गई नहीं है वो, and then she's like, तुम भी अपनी माँ की तरह ढीठ हो.
Oh my god, how rude was that?
है ना?
That woman is so heartless.
मैं समझी कि ना वो फिल्मी सीन होगा कि खरद अपनी माँ का नाम सुन के बोलेगी कि मेरी माँ का नाम नहीं लो, but she didn't do that. So they do that, they get flared up if you talk about their parents, but बेचारी खरद इतनी emotionally down, she didn't even care.
And the part when she finally leaves the house और उसको वो मिलता है
truck वाला,
driver, she couldn't even say anything. I felt so bad for her. है
ना? लेकिन I think काफी realistic था, because जो भी कोई इस situation में हो, like you can barely talk.
Exactly.
All she could, like, she was trying to mumble out some words and stuff, लेकिन कुछ भी, like, there was nothing. समझ सकता वो आदमी बेचारा.
Finally broke down when she saw Batul Khala.
अबे यार, उससे पहले मैं तो ट्रक ड्राइवर देख के मेरी जान निकल रही थी. She went alone with him, right? And like you're just trusting some random guy on the street at night.
That's what I was thinking too. But I think if we were in her place, that time वो बहुत बड़ी help लगती, and
yeah, लेकिन भाई
and even in the right state of mind.
I know that too, but like this is Karachi, भाई, like this is not, it's not safe to just like go in वो भी truck में and with some like random old uncle, और वो फिर uncle कहते पानी पियो. I was like, oh my god, मैं पानी कुछ मिला हुआ नहीं हो.
I thought like exact same thing when I was watching that scene.
You know what? I think we've been conditioned to think like random लोगों के बारे में we think bad, you know, they're not nice people, whatever. लेकिन इस episode में
always like not, they don't send a positive vibe.
इस episode में you can see अपनों से ज़्यादा उसको कोई strange like a stranger actually helped her out. उसने अपने घर वालों ने उसने मियाँ ने like you know they just abandoned her and it's some random uncle who actually helped her out and got her all the way to Hyderabad.
I mean, there's all kinds of people. I cannot believe that, you know, there's people like her mother-in-law and Sarah and, you know, Khizr. I have a new name for Khizr.
तुम्हें यकीन नहीं आता ऐसे लोगों को देख के?
नहीं, I don't know. I could never do that to someone.
You couldn't. I'm just saying, but there are people out there.
It's really hard to believe, but
it's not hard for me to believe. I don't know. I just think ऐसा होता है and it's good that they show it. I mean, it's hard to like digest all of this, लेकिन ऐसा होता है.
So I have a new name for Khizr.
क्या?
उसका नाम है 3BI.
क्या?
3BI मतलब बदतमीज, बेगैरत and बेहुदा इंसान.
Can I add like leecher?
Show them to the list as well.
Can I add leecher and chichora into that as well?
Yeah, लेकिन वो फिर खराब हो जाएगा ना. सब 20 से होने चाहिए.
Okay, fine. Sorry. Okay, 3B. That's his name. According to
BI. इंसान भी है बाद में.
What's the I?
Insan.
Oh, okay. Sorry. 3BI.
Yeah, that's his new name.
Okay, good.
Too bad we can't use it because I barely, I don't think we're going to get to see him in the next episode. He's leaving.
चलो अच्छा है दफा वो
शुक्र है yeah.
और फिर वो दिखाते हैं आशा का गाड़ी वाला scene right he's crying and like you said he was screaming in there
yeah oh my god was his car behind the truck
मुझे नहीं समझ आया था I don't know why they were showing that scene so much मुझे भी ऐसा लगा था that they're trying to show कि उनकी गाड़ियाँ बिल्कुल आगे पीछे like with the truck and his car but I couldn't really understand it I don't know
yeah me neither I was so unsure
I don't know if anybody else out there knows why they were showing that scene let us know and then she finally arrives at Batul Khala's place. And Bechari.
Khala had other people in her house. I was just under the impression कि वो अकेली रहती.
मुझे भी ये impression था. That's what I thought too. But then I'm like, okay, maybe we're assuming a little too much. So maybe she lives with people. Maybe she's not a loner. So काफी बुरी हालत में पहुंची थी ना उधर.
I know, बेचारी.
I wonder how far Hyderabad is from Karachi because वो रात में निकली थी and she got there in the morning.
Yeah.
इतना दूर तो नहीं है. I don't know. I've never been to Hyderabad.
Yeah, me neither.
I would think it probably 2-3 hours. I don't know. Anyways, but it was really heartbreaking to see her like start crying in Batul Khala's god. Bichari like after going through all of that the previous night, Bichari ko she finally had somebody she could call her own.
Yeah.
And she just like broke down.
I know. And what about that whole, you know, phone conversation of Sarah with her mother?
है ना? I was like.
I just feel like smacking her.
मेरा खून खोल रहा था.
दोनों को मुझे लुचाया था एक उसको लगा और दूसरा आंटी को
like I said in our previous video कि मैं समझती थी कि ज़रीना आंटी कुछ ढंगी और she knows right from wrong and she wouldn't be a part of this but apparently she was fully planning this to make her daughter happy. That was just like wrong on so many levels.
All these people have serious morality issues.
है ना?
तीनों के तीनों. Like उनको कोई वो भी नहीं है. Like not even a little bit of guilt about what they did.
There's no remorse whatsoever कि किसी की जिंदगी खराब किसी का घर तोड़ दिया as long as they're happy. Yeah,
and 3BI was like, you know, अभी तो एक घर तोड़ा है ना? To do even more than that, I will do it. Like,
उसको तो I don't even know what to say.
I don't have words for him. Like seriously,
he's just messed up on a lot of levels. And then Ashar जब finally घर वापस आता है, his acting there was like, oh my god, like wow, like जब especially when he screams, he's like आपको समझ नहीं आ रहा, मुझे उससे बात करनी है. I was like, holy smokes,
that was really good, yeah.
It was really good, yeah. And then but you know, जो उसकी अम्मी उसको excuse देती हैं कि ओ खिरत घर छोड़ कर चली गई खिजर के साथ, I was like, oh my god, like seriously, like I knew कि उसको कोई excuse देगी कुछ ना कुछ कि like you know खिरत लफ whatever, but I didn't think कि उसमें खिजर का नाम फिर से घुसेड़ देगी. फिर उससे पहले लगा था कि Asha would talk to her and like you know try to sort things out, but as soon as उसकी अम्मी ने बोला खिजर का नाम, he उसकी आंखों में like he was just, I think he just gave up at that point.
Yeah, he became doubtful, scared again.
I know, and when he started crying उसके बाद I was like, oh,
too sad.
I know, I didn't want to see him cry, but
I was just gonna say that तुम्हारे दिल पे क्या गुजरी होगी नादिया?
मेरे दिल पे क्या मेरे और बाकी पाकिस्तान पे क्या गुजरी होगी, because apparently everyone in Pakistan is crazy about this drama. But you know what, also जो उसकी अम्मी जब उसको explain करी थी, she was like, oh फिर ने कहा था कि ज़बरदस्ती की शादी है, वो कभी खुश नहीं थी. I was like, Ashar, think about it, come on. Apparently he's been with her for a year because that's what they said in the drama.
Yeah.
उसको इतने टाइम में उसको ये समझ नहीं आया कि she was happy. Like उसकी मैं जब उसको बोला उसको समझ आना चाहिए था कि what his mom saying is fishy. But anyway,
I guess they were just too devastated by the whole thing because जब Kirat Batul auntie से बात करी थी, even she was like, you know, my husband left me in the middle. So she's not thinking positively of Usher either.
I know, because it's such a huge thing, right? You know, वो खैर जब बतूल खान से बात करी होती है, वो कहती है कि ऊंचे लोग अंदर से बहुत नीच होते हैं. So I know what she went through. Like she's saying that, but I mean you can't generalize that. Not everybody who's like ऊंचे quote unquote is a bad person, but also you tend to generalize कि इतने like पढ़े लिखे लोग usually wouldn't do things that are this bad.
Yeah, true.
Felt really bad. I don't know, man. Everyone's so depressed after watching this.
It was a good transition though from last episode. I mean, things were still like moving on. As Sanita, you know, the climax is done. That's it. The drama's gonna slow down.
Yeah, I mean, लोगों को episode slow लगी. Obviously, like not much happened, but a season again, God forbid this happened with somebody. Like, what do you expect next day क्या होगा, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So उसके लिहाज से ना अच्छा दिखाया था. And then फिर end में वो खिज़र और सारा का सीन था. So like I was like freaked out. So like, you know, वो दिखाते हैं Sarah's in her room opening her closet. As soon as she closes it, Khizr's there. It's like, what a creep. Like who does that, right?
But seriously, like वो भी कम नहीं है. Wasn't she trying to like flirt with him?
हाँ, but I think उसको ऐसे मक्खन लगाने के लिए because of what he did. And उसको पता है कि वो अमेरिका जा रहा है. So like, you know, I guess she could care less because obviously in the next episode दिखाए कि like she fully wants go with Usher and stuff. But that was just I don't like Khizr at all. And then और फिर वो नहीं कहते सारा कहते कि वो मैं तुम्हें कॉल ही करने वाली थी. And then he's like, oh really? अगर तुम मुझे कॉल करती फिर तो मुझे नहीं आना चाहिए था. And then उसकी खुशी जो थी देखा ही तो कि like उससे बर्दाश्त नहीं हो रहा था.
होने दो, खुश होने दो. Just when he finds out what he's actually done, फिर पता चलेगा. So the next episode they actually are going to talk.
I don't know if they're going to talk.
It doesn't hang up.
Let's see, because अभी उन्होंने से प्रोमो में दिखाया कि खैर उससे बोल रही होती है. अब पता नहीं वो जवाब देगा नहीं देगा.
Because he looked pretty angry at that time.
I know. मुझे नहीं लगता कि बात करेगा. Because if he did, things would settle down too quickly.
Yeah, I think he's pretty much believed what
उसकी अम्मी ने बोला and everything.
Yeah, what मम्मी जी had to say.
But you know what? I mean, अगर असली ज़िंदगी में किसी के साथ सब, I mean, they would tend to believe what everybody around them is saying, except the one person who's trying to prove their innocence.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, like we're so frustrated and stuff. Like, if it really happens with somebody, I'm sure unki reaction would be the same.
Probably,
I mean, we can't really blame Asher for like. I mean, obviously, like, usko samajhdar dikhaya, and then and he's still making the mistake, but. You know, we all make mistakes, so depressing.
I know, overall depressing episode, but I hope things get better in the next.
मुझे नहीं लगता.
नहीं. I really missed the, you know, good times.
अब वो good times वापस नहीं आने वाले. तुम ना बस
at least flashbacks में तो
बस flashbacks में आ सकते हैं.
इस तरह हमारा इस हफ्ते का तबसरा इख्तिताम को पहुंचा है. हमें उम्मीद है आपको हमारी गुफ्तगू पसंद आई होगी. प्लीज हमें अपना नजरिया जरूर इजहार करें.